Welcome back to my channel, the best place for hardworking and ambitious millennial professionals who feel stuck in their careers to find their dream careers. In this video, I'm going to give you the definitive scientific explanation on why you hate your job from a psychological perspective. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell to receive regular updates on all things related to career change. Also, join my Facebook group called Career Change Advice, where you can chat with like-minded people who are interested in making their careers work for them rather than the other way around. Hi, I'm Dr. John Tam. I have a PhD in sociology from Oxford, and I'm passionate about helping millennial professionals find their dream careers through gaining clarity and building soft skills. So, without further ado, let's break down the psychology of why you hate your job. Now, for psychology, probably one of the strongest theoretical frameworks that we have right now in understanding work satisfaction is something called flow psychology. And I'm going to put a diagram on the screen right now, but when we look at flow psychology, we need to evaluate the skill level that you have versus the challenge. And how much skill you have relative to the challenge really impacts the outcome of what you do and how you feel about work. And this is a very simple theoretical framework that allows you to evaluate, hey, do I like my work or not? How do I feel about my work? And what should I do about it? And this is the typical cycle of people entering work, right? When they first enter into a new job or start picking up new things, they have to apply skills. And the skills that they apply at first are quite challenging. They can be quite challenging, right? And if it's overwhelmingly challenging, it's going to crush you. But at the same time, if it's too easy, you're going to get bored really quickly. And so really the whole balance is finding that sweet spot in terms of the challenge and skill that you have. And when you find that sweet spot, that is called the state of flow. And the state of flow is that feeling that you have when you spend like 3 to 4 hours on something, but it literally feels like 45 minutes. Other names that people call it include like in the zone, or I'm in my groove, or so on. You get the idea. But when the optimal state of challenge and skill is met, what happens is the state of flow. And so when you are new to a workplace, you are picking up new skills and you're learning all these new things, and it's easier to achieve a state of flow because the thing is difficult. But once you've started working for a while, you may start hating your job because the optimal state of flow has shifted. For example, when I first started doing YouTube videos, right, it was very difficult because, well, number one, I didn't have a teleprompter. I'm using a teleprompter right now. So I didn't have the equipment back then. And on top of that, I didn't have a workflow set up where I can just flip on everything, like turn on the camera, make sure it's plugged to the ground, have a lighting system that I know is going to be consistent, have a backdrop that, is going to be consistent. You see this pretty much in all my recent videos. And also have all the equipment, and also be used to speaking to the camera and looking at the camera, even though I'm not very good at looking at the camera in particular. Some people are eagle-eyed and staring at the camera all the time. But the point is, when you first get started at something, it is difficult. And after a while, it gets easier and easier. And at some point, it becomes almost second nature, right? Whether you're designing thumbnails, whether you're recording, whether you're reporting, whether you're writing papers, or whether you're making sales calls. Over time, your skill level will increase, and what happens is that it's no longer difficult. And what sets in is that skill level increases and the challenge is no longer that big of a challenge, and boredom sets in. And so for boredom, one of the things is that skills matter. If you want to get a better understanding of what skills are, I would recommend you check out my video comparing soft skills with hard skills, and I'll put it in the cards above. Another reason why you may hate your job is that it's anxiety inducing. It's too stressful. And one of the reasons for that is because the challenge level is too high relative to your skill level. So, for example, if I go play basketball with a bunch of NBA players, I will get destroyed. I will be anxious. Every time I touch the ball, I'll get cold feet or cold hands. And pretty much every time I shoot, I'll feel like it's off and I'm just not going to be comfortable. The defensive pressure is way too much. Their wingspan is much longer than what I'm used to. And pretty much they'll be dunking all over me. But the whole point is that when the challenge level is too high and your skill level is not there, it is anxiety inducing. And so there are a lot of reasons why something may be anxiety inducing. So for example, if you work in a cutthroat work environment where people are like sharks and they're really aggressive, then learning how to set boundaries, right, as a soft skill would be very important. I have a video where I teach you how to set strong boundaries. I'll put it in the cards above. But basically, you need to acquire soft skills to deal with workplace situations that may be stress-inducing. Another skill that you may have is that, hey, I need to write copy. I need to write stuff for publication that's going to go onto the internet. However, I'm not very good at writing, and therefore that's also stress-inducing as well. And there are a variety of reasons that causes this stress. So the bottom line is this: if the challenge is too hard relative to the soft skills or hard skills you have, the challenge will be anxiety-inducing. Another reason why you may hate your job is because you feel apathetic. And apathetic you can find on the bottom left-hand corner, where the skill level is low and also the challenge level is low. So it's like if you do a job that's literally like cutting boxes or peeling potatoes, and that's all you do, like all the time, and pretty much there's no action, nothing going on, and you are just a cog in a machine and you're just clocking those hours, then apathy will set in. Because the fact of the matter is, the job is not challenging, it's boring, it's not stimulating, and that's what it is. And so if you take this whole flow psychology quadrant and you break it down into the 4 quadrants, the 4 corners, and there are many shades in between, right, because it's a continuum, what you'll find is that you'll be able to pinpoint where you're feeling unhappy and what is making you feel unhappy, and what you can do about it in terms of upping your skills or adjusting the challenge level, right? Or whatever you can do about it. And if it's not a fit for you, maybe it's time to move on. Do you feel bored or anxious at work? Let me know in the comments below. And when you look at a job, you can't look at it as one thing. A job consists of many parts of different tasks put together. So a better usage of flow psychology in this case would be like, hey, I like the people aspect of my job. It's not that bad. I don't hate that part, but I really hate the logistics and the detailed part of it, and I wish I'd do less of that. And in that case, you realize that, hey, I need to do more people stuff, that puts me in flow more, and I need to do less logistic stuff because that puts me in anxiety more, or boredom more, or whatever it is, right? And so by taking your job and breaking it into little bits and seeing, hey, when am I in flow, when am I not in flow, that's a very good way for you to evaluate what you should be changing in your workplace so that you can constantly be in flow. If your conclusion is that, hey, no matter what I do, I'm not going to be in flow, maybe it's time for a career change. And in that case, I would recommend you to check out my career exploration video, which I'll put in the cards above, and see what is out there. After taking an inventory of what puts you in flow or what puts you out of flow, the next thing is you want to find a career that constantly puts you in flow. And so career exploration is super important for that. And I highly recommend you check out that video where I put all the big strategies on career research, because that's basically what all the career coaches out there put behind a paywall. Now, if your problem is not in finding the job, but your problem is more like, I don't know what I want to do, but I would highly recommend you to check out my free training on finding your dream career, which I'll put in the details below. Also, you can download my guide where I teach you how to find your dream career, also in the cards below. And I also have a free, quick, and accurate career personality test, which I'll also put in the cards below. So these are free resources for you to find your dream career. Make sure you join my Facebook group as well, where you can reach out to me and other people who are interested in making their careers work for them. So we've covered the importance of being in a state of flow, but on top of that, there are other dimensions that motivate us in our career. In my next video, I'm going to discuss the psychology behind motivation in the workplace. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell for updates when it comes out. Also, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video a like and share it with your network if you found this to be valuable. Take care.